It's a tough night, eh, Joe? You know, you're trying to do what you can. I understand. You know, you thought you would stand strong. Don't settle, right? Don't settle. Well, let's just say the Miami Heat heeded your advice because they certainly didn't settle. They didn't settle. And they rewarded you with a beatdown in franchise record fashion. The Miami Heat beat the Portland Trailblazers 142 to 82. And for those who can't do math, the Miami Heat throttled the Fighting Cronins by 60, dude. Whew! Wow. I mean, it was something, man, because, you know, I go in to the third quarter. I'm like, you know what? This puppy's over. Gonna trot my ass down to the press room. I'll watch it from there. But I figured, you know, when the Heat were up like 44 at that point, I'm thinking to myself, you know, probably going to be some Blazers chucking up threes. You know, it'll probably, the Heat will win by like 19 or something like that. What's the, what's the thought that anything's, good, the beatdown's going to get any worse? And Thomas Bryant and Haywood Highsmith are like, oh no, we're not done. We are going to rub your nose in this, and you are going to eat this, Joe Cronin. You are going to take this loss, and you will remember forever where you were when the Miami Heat beat you by 60 points. It was incredible. An incredible fourth quarter. Thomas Bryant today ends up leading the Heat with 26 points. But the fourth quarter numbers, he goes and he puts up 16 in the fourth quarter. I mean, it was amazing. He got a double-double just straight up in the fourth quarter, blowing out the carcass that was this Blazers team, which, yeah, if you're a Miami Heat fan, who cares? Dude, records don't happen that often. That's why they're records. So when the Heat not just beat their record, but they beat it by nearly 20 points for all-time margin of victory, which I believe the record was 43. So the Miami Heat cleared that. They were about to beat them by a 50-burger. But that Blazers team is so putrid with G-Leaguers and guys who shouldn't be in the league and just broken pieces all over the place because they didn't even have their guys who were decent. They didn't have Anthony Simons. They didn't have Shaedon Sharp. They did have DeAndre Ayton, who I'm pretty sure was looked upon as the crown jewel of the Damian Lillard sweepstakes. I think that was said, but I don't know because all I saw was Bam taking that crown jewel's lunch money today and feeding him a triple-double. So, I don't know. Scoot Henderson today broke an NBA record. There's nobody like Scoot. You know, remember that Joe Cronin sitting in front of everybody? Like, why would we trade Damian Lillard? There's nobody like Scoot. Well, minus 58. You're right, Joe. You drafted an NBA record holder. Congratulations, dude. Minus 58. Incredible. But he did have 20. So, good for you there. This Miami Heat team today just completely obliterated them. They not only set the franchise mark for biggest margin of victory, but they also set a franchise mark for assists. And they were just sharing the ball beautifully today. Really was great to have Jimmy Butler back. Jimmy Butler was finding all his teammates. Everybody can give Neymar a break now. Okay, Neymar, no longer the mush. He's finally won. He's now been to a record presentation for everybody. But Jimmy Butler was finding his teammates like crazy. And I love the performance that he gave. I just love the connectivity of everybody today. I thought Jaime Jaquez looked very relaxed today. He was, finding his team, was getting out on the run. And again, we're doing this all with the scope of that Blazers team might be the worst team that's ever stepped foot on a basketball court last night, as I record this at 12:30 on a Saturday morning. But holy crap. I mean, the efficiency Miami was playing with was breathtaking. Bam, man. Our boy shoots threes now. And they look good. And it was the thing that's great about it is Spo was talking about this after the game where he goes, I don't think anybody's going to really adjust to it. It's not exactly on, maybe next year, but not yet.
No, I think it would be a cool thing to explore, for sure. I think it'll take some time before schemes change from other teams. Teams are always going to, right now play off of them just because of all the other things that it can create. The passing angles, the drives, the aggressiveness, all that stuff. But we're probably going to look back on this, 4 or 5 years from now and not even remember that these were those kind of discussions. And that's the exciting thing about Bam. Every single year, he just continues to add, and that's a credit to his work ethic, and having the right environment where, he can explore, new things within the context of the team.
Taking away my attempts. I was just playing. I think we all want him to shoot it. We all want him to shoot it. He's shooting it. He's super confident, and I think it's only going, keep getting better in this. It make guys have to play him honest. It's just be even tougher to guard when you play him out there. So I think it's going to be a huge help for our offense, and we want him to shoot that.
It's a beautiful thing to see. Terry Rozier said after the game today that he hadn't seen an ass kicking like this since middle school.
Maybe middle school, but at this level now. But I think it feels good for the whole group, and I think we all want to build off of this moving forward. The last 9 games and make a strong push.
But was also happy with the idea that he is got the team connected with all the ball movement that was happening.
We kind of been struggling offensively. These last couple games, last 20 games, we've been trying to do it with our defense. I think we've been second in defense. So, we try to emphasize, sharing the ball and obviously giving the ball to Jimmy and Bam and, playing off of that. And I think we did just that tonight. And like I said, it's just a game that we can build on moving forward and keep putting things together.
Crazy, man. What a performance. And Haywood Highsmith, my God. Haywood Highsmith. This guy is unconscious from 3 right now. It's unbelievable. 5 of 6 from downtown today. What is he, 13 for his last 14 or something like that? What is this? What is this performance that he's putting forth? It's crazy. 20 points today in this victory. And he had some meaningful ones, too. He really, I think, was taken. He was the one who really put this to Blowout City. There was one where, Jimmy just kept finding him, and he had a bucket that put the Heat up 17. And Kevin Love was so happy. I mean, he was loving it. We thought Kevin Love was going to make his debut today, but Spo said something. She's I don't really know. I don't think he wanted to waste him against the Blazers, quite frankly. I think he wanted to bring him back because they dressed him because they said, he's going to be an upgrade. Be like, should we really play him against the Blazers? Look at them. They're so Cronin. And so he did not get the return today of Kevin Love, but the good news health-wise, I thought Jaime Jaquez looked really good. Caleb Marr really didn't have to do anything. This was a ridiculous performance where everybody was just killing it left and right. Scary Terry just had his absolute guns blazing from downtown today. Terry Rozier today, 6 of 10 from downtown. He finished with 22 in 27 minutes. And the only thing that really went wrong for the Heat today, Bam Adebayo, 21 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists. And he had, he's like, I'm giving you one crack at this, okay? End of the third quarter. So they run a play for Patty Mills, gets a look at the 3, misses it, and then he actually gets one more shot, and he overshoots Patty on a pass. So I was like, all right, that's enough of this nonsense. We're not chasing triple doubles anymore. All right, get out of here, man. Sit down. Get out of here. This is just, let's have the backups go rub it in their face. And I don't know about you, but something tells me that Jamal Cain is going to wake up to like a Starbucks gift card from Pat Riley or something like that, because that dude did not dribble it out. He went for the kill. He goes, I don't know. I don't know if he knew. I don't know if I want to know if he knew. But what I do know is he hit that shot and the Heat went up 60. Crazy, dude. What a performance today. And you just hope that this can lead to something. You know, it's hard to know. Miami gets its 40th win of the season. They're 7 over again. And Jimmy looked good getting his teammates involved. He really set the tone there. Everybody really had a nice performance today. There's not anybody who could really look at this roster and be like, oof. I mean, from the bench to the starters, everybody really contributed and looked good. And yes, Jimmy didn't really have to kick it into high gear today. He only took 4 shots, 3 free throw attempts, but 8 assists in his time out there. And he was a team best plus 42. That's basically what you call the opposite of Scoot Henderson, who again was minus 58, an NBA record. Don't settle. Don't settle. Nobody's better than Scoot. Cronin. Jackass. Whew. Let's look at these standings. It was a pretty good night standings-wise for Miami outside of the Pacers winning. But everybody else in the East really struggled today. So you had the Pacers beating the Lakers, snapped the Lakers' win streak. The Sixers lost to the Cavaliers, and that's in spite of Kyle Lowry's 23 points. He had a nice game for them today, but they lose 117-114. So they fall further back from the Miami Heat, who are still nestled and nuzzled in that 7 spot. The Knicks lost to the Spurs today. Jalen Brunson scored 61 points, but Victor Wembanyama had 40 points and 20 rebounds with 7 assists. So he had a grown-ass man's near triple-double and beat the Knicks in overtime. And I believe the Magic also lost. Yeah, the Magic lost 100-97. So, yeah, pretty good day in the standings right now. Miami sits at 40-33, as we said. So same amount of losses as the Pacers, 2 games in hand. The Magic, they're 2 games back in the loss column of the Magic for the 5 spot. And it's not out of the realm of possibility. They got the Knicks next week. They win that game and they win on Sunday. Yeah, maybe some interesting things happen, and we'll figure out where everything falls. You just hope that Miami takes the kind of electric ball movement they had today. And just from a mojo standpoint, just everybody kind of having a confidence booster to go onto the road to take on another terrible team in Washington, and don't let up. You got to keep this going and see what this is. And maybe we'll see the debut of Kevin Love, and you'll get Duncan Robinson back next week. That'll be a nice little boost. And then maybe after that road trip, after those couple home games, you go out on the road, maybe Tyler Childs with the team, or maybe it's when he comes back for that last stretch for the last 3. But this one, just breathtakingly awesome to see them throttle the Trailblazers, who didn't have the decency to pick up the phone this summer. Damage is done, my friend. And Bam Adebayo, these threes. Oh, I love it so much. Took 3 attempts today, 2 of 3 from downtown. Oh. Can't get enough of it. I get so giddy every time he's taking another one. Ooh-wee. Very exciting. One more time. The Miami Heat beat the Portland Trailblazers 142-82. A 60 burger, dude. That's Goosey's galore. I don't know. I don't even know what to tell you.